The reign of Pope Benedict XVI is about to come to an end. He will begin this day as the head of state and leader of the Roman Catholic Church, but by tonight he will simply be known as Pope Emeritus. Benedict will spend the morning greeting all of the cardinals individually, as he did earlier this month. Later, he will stay at the Pope's summer residence until his successor is named.
The windows of the Pope's apartment. Behind them, Benedict XVI was spending the last night of his papacy. Earlier, he'd basked one last time in the light and the warmth of the faithful in St. Peter's Square. From every corner of the Catholic world they came, because this was history in the making. The Pope's seen here as the successor to St. Peter, Christ's vicar on earth, appointed under the guidance of the Holy Spirit. But he's walking away from all of that. He's the first Pope since the Middle Ages to resign. Weakened and wearied by age, he says he can't go on. He must step aside.
At the age of 78, Benedict XVI was the oldest man to become Pope when he succeeded John Paul II back in 2005. Formerly known as Joseph Ratzinger, he spent 24 years as a senior cardinal in the Vatican. Even before becoming Pope, Ratzinger was one of the Vatican's most powerful men. He presided over the funeral of Pope John Paul II. And Benedict embraced conservatism, really, by repeatedly emphasizing family values and strongly opposing abortion, euthanasia, and gay marriage.
Vatican officials gave out 50,000 tickets for people to watch the address. But tens of thousands more attendees were estimated to have shown up. The 85-year-old is resigning because of old age and poor health. No pope has done that since 1415. Benedict XVI said goodbye to followers from his Pope-mobile before making his speech. He said to love the Church also means to have the courage to make difficult, painful decisions. He'll leave the Vatican by helicopter on Thursday after bidding farewell to senior cardinals.
8 years ago, German-born Joseph Ratzinger was elected to be the 265th leader of the Catholic Church, a task that Pope Benedict says was both a joy and a burden.
At times, some words have struck a deep chord in my heart, and I have asked myself, Lord, why are you asking me to do this? What do you want from me? There was a very heavy weight on my shoulders. But if you are asking me to do this, if your word is there to steer me despite all my weaknesses, I'm sure you'll steer me in the right direction.
Starting Thursday, the Pope will retreat to a residence south of Rome, leaving 1.2 billion Catholics without a pontiff until the next leader is chosen.
But our feeling is that we're losing a father, a kind of father, and it's very important for us to come and to be grateful for him for all he did.
It was a sad day for many, but throughout the square, one phrase resonated louder than all the others. Thank you.
A day earlier, thousands of pilgrims from all over the world gathered at St. Peter's Square for his final public address. This Spanish priest said it was very moving. It meant a lot to the whole audience as it was the last one. And also the service he provided to all believers and non-believers was enlightening, because the evangelical message is universal. On Benedict's departure, the cardinals, who've also come from far and wide, will begin planning the closed-door conclave that will select his successor. The Vatican seems to be aiming for a decision by mid-March, so the new pope can lead the Holy Week services that culminate in Easter at the end of the month.
Sustained applause from the thousands who had gathered to hear Pope Benedict XVI in St. Peter's Square. And this is a very rare moment in the history of the Catholic Church, a chance for the faithful to say goodbye to a living Pope.
It's a celebration of who they are and their love for him and the fact that I think there's a great admiration for what he's done.
It was important to thank Benedict for his 8 years as Pope, to say thank you for his great teaching and also for his concern for young people.